Dear students, in the earlier sessions on multiple angles, I had given you the formulae for, of course, I had derived the formula for sin 2a, cos of 2a, tan of 2a, and also for 3a, the trigonometric ratios of 3a. And half angle formula also you had learned, and using them we have worked out enough number of problems. In today's session also, I am going to work out some problems here, in which I am proving certain results. Now these problems which I am going to work out today, you can expect them for a 5-mark question, because they are little bit lengthy problems. Now let me take down the first problem. Prove that secant of 45 plus a into secant of 45 minus a, that's equal to 2 times secant of 2a. See, you may remember that we have learnt, look at these angles, both of them are compound angles here. We have learnt the formula of compound angles for sin a plus b, cos a plus b, tan a plus b, similarly for sin a minus b, etc. Now it is given in terms of secant. The right hand side also, it's a multiple angle for which we have derived the formula for sin, cos and tan, and whereas we are having here, secant of 2a. And you know that secant is the reciprocal of cos. Therefore, our ultimate thing is we have to try to get it as 1 by cos of 2a. If you could get 1 by cos of 2a, automatically it becomes secant of 2a when you take it to the numerator. So here to simplify this one, or to get the right hand side, we make use of the allied angle rule. Now let me start with the left hand side. Now write the first one as it is, that is 45 plus a. Now we have a choice here. Either you can keep the first one and change the second one, or you can keep the second one, change the first one. Both ways we will be getting the same thing. So write it here, this 45 degrees, let me write it as 90 minus 45. This minus I am writing as it is. It is 90 minus 45 minus a. Now keep the first one as it is, 45 plus a into secant of, use a different bracket, it is 90, you write separately. From these two, you take minus as common factor. The idea is to have the same angle in both the brackets. Now, it is secant of 45 plus a into, here in this one, I am making use of the allied angle rule. I hope you remember that one. Secant of 90 minus theta is cosecant theta, because secant and cosecant, they are co-functions. We call them as co-function. Secant 90 minus theta is cosecant theta. Cosecant 90 minus theta is secant theta. So using that fact here, this 90 minus something, in the place of theta, I am having 45 plus a. So I can write it as cosecant of 45 plus a. Here in the working column, you give the reason, since this is the condition. That is how you have to present that one. Now, the secant and cosecant, both of them are reciprocals of cos and sin function. So let me take them to the denominator. Secant 45 plus a can be written 1 by cos of 45 plus a into 1 by sin of 45 plus a. Sin of 45 plus a. So each step you observe that I am doing only one calculation. First what I have done, I have started with the left hand side. I am keeping the first one as it is. Second one I am writing that 45 angle as 90 minus 45. In the second step, keeping the 90 as it is, from both the terms, the remaining two terms, I have taken the minus sign outside. The idea is to have the same angle here. Now keeping the first one as it is again, secant 90 minus theta is cosecant for theta, that is cosecant 45 plus a. In the second step, I have written the reciprocal ratios. Secant is 1 by cos theta, cosecant is 1 by sin theta. So the same angle in the place of theta, I am having the angle 45 plus a. Now, again, now that concept of the multiple angle comes into picture. That is, you know that sine of 2a is 2 sin a into cos a. Look here, in the place of a I am having 45 plus a. Here also same thing. So it is sin a into cos a. Suppose you multiply this one by 2, it becomes 2 sin a into cos a. That is nothing but sin of 2a. So to bring that multiple angle into picture, first what I do is I multiply the denominator by the number 2. So sin of 45 plus a into cos of 45 plus a. I have told in many previous problems, whenever you do some manipulation, it should not change the value of the given expression. I have multiplied the denominator, so that multiply the numerator. Look here, by cancelling 2, the value remains the same. Now, this is of the form 2 sin a into cos a. So, I can write it as sin of 2a. Be careful, when there are two numbers, use two different brackets. In the place of a, I am having 45a. Give the reason, since sin 2a is equal to 2 sin a into cos a. Now using that fact, now 2 divided by sin of, inside the square bracket you multiply. 2 into 45 is 90. 2 into a is 2a. See here, we have simply written 45 as 90 minus 45. Here I have written in a different way. I have made use of the allied angle rule here, and I have used the reciprocality here. I have used the multiple angle formula here. Again I am using the allied angle rule. Sin 90 plus theta. 90 plus something means it comes in the second quadrant where sin would be positive. First thing. Because I am using that 90 plus something, sin would be changed out to cos, the co-function. Therefore, I can write it as 2 divided by cos of, don't take this 90, write it as cos of 2a. So, we have almost got the answer. Keeping the 2 as it is, 2 into 1 by cos theta is secant theta. So, 1 by cos 2a is secant of 2a. And this is nothing but the right hand side. See, in one problem, you observe so much of information we are utilizing. First, we rearrange the number, and again we rearrange the angle here. We made use of the allied angle rule. We made use of the reciprocality, and we did some manipulation. We made use of the multiple angle formula, and again the allied angle rule, and again the reciprocality. See, so the basic information, I am not using any extra information. Using the basic information, finally we arrive at the required result. So, these problems you have to carefully, don't try to skip the steps here. Any problem, it is always better you solve them step by step. In other words, in each step you do only one calculation, so that even you don't get confused, and the person who values your paper will clearly understand what exactly you are doing in the problem. Now let me take down the next problem. Here again it is a little bit lengthy problem, so carefully understand each step and then let us solve the problem. We are proving certain result here. Cot A divided by cot A minus cot of 3a. Then plus second term tan A divided by tan of A minus tan of 3a. Tan of 3a, that should be equal to 1. Now, whenever we prove certain result, it is easier to solve the problem because the right hand side will be given in the problem. That means we know the answer already. We have to try to get that answer. That always gives us a clue or a hint how to start with. Look at the right hand side here. It is 1. When do you get 1? This is a fraction, this is a fraction. Generally you know that if x is divided by x, we always get the number 1. That is, any number divided by itself, we get the number 1. That means that when you have to get 1 on the right hand side, here after adding, we should get a numerator and the denominator equal to each other. then only you will be getting the value 1. So that is the first hint we are getting. Look at the terms here. Here cot ratio, here tan ratio. And they are mutual, they are reciprocals. Reciprocal of each other are mutual reciprocals. Tan theta is 1 by cot theta or cot theta is 1 by tan theta. So in this one, out of the two terms, any one you write in terms of the other. For example, cot A can be written as 1 by tan A, 1 by tan A, 1 by tan of 3A. Or if you keep it as it is, this should be written 1 by cot A, 1 by cot A and 1 by cot of 3. So it is your choice here. Any one of them you write in terms of the other. Then you will be getting the result. Right hand side would be proved. To get the right hand side, you should have the LCM and the numerator also should be equal to the LCM only. Automatically the value would be equal to 1. So what I do is, I start with the left hand side. What is the left hand side here? It is cot A over this one plus tan A divided by the second term. Now, here, now keep that cot A as it is in the numerator. Keep that cot A as it is in the numerator. In the denominator, here there are two cot terms now. One you write it as 1 by tan A minus 1 by tan of 3A. Tan of 3A. When you are having a fraction here and there, this middle line you write a little longer. Plus here no problem, keep it as it is. Tan A divided by tan A minus tan of 3A. Tan of 3. So what I have done here? The first term on the left hand side, I am keeping the numerator as it is. The denominator, I have written both cot terms in terms of tan, that is 1 by tan. Second term, keep it as it is. Now, look at the first term. Again, keep the numerator as it is. Draw a little longer line. Now, it is the difference of two fractions. So, what you have to do? You have to take the LCM. Two different denominators. LCM becomes the product of them. That is tan A into tan of 3A. Okay. Now, the same procedure. Divide the LCM by this number. Remaining number multiply by the corresponding numerator. So, it becomes tan of 3A, similarly tan of A. Now, second term you keep as it is. Don't change, don't make any change in the second term. It is tan of 3A. Now, let us come to the next step. In the next step, carefully you write the next term because we will be using some other information about trigonometry. Look at this one. Here, this 1 by tan A into tan of 3A being the denominator of the denominator goes to the numerator. Already we are having cot A and this denominator is also, denominator of the denominator is also going to the numerator. Divided by tan of 3A minus tan of A. Then plus, write the other term. Tan A divided by tan A minus tan of 3A. Tan of 3A. Now, look at this one. The product I am having. What type of ratios are they? Cot A and tan A. We have started that we have learnt about this in the very first class of trigonometry. When you started learning trigonometry, you have learnt about the definition of tan A and cot A. They are nothing but the reciprocal ratios. Tan A is 1 by cot A is 1 by tan A. Automatically, when you take the product, now the product would be equal to 1. 1 into tan of 3A. What is the reason you are giving? Because they are reciprocal ratios. Denominator tan of 3A minus tan of A. Okay. Now, in the second term, one change I am making. That is, keep the tan A in the numerator as it is. In the denominator, from both the terms, I am taking only the minus sign. I will tell you the reason for writing that one. when you take the minus sign outside, minus becomes plus and plus becomes minus. See, tan of A was a positive term. When you take outside, it becomes minus tan A. And this was negative, it is become positive. When you remove the bracket now, again you will be getting the same signs here. The reason for doing this is, look at the first denominator. It is tan 3A minus tan A. If you have the same denominator there also, the common denominator becomes the LCM. So otherwise now you have to multiply both the denominators, which is not required at all. See that if you can get a common denominator, which automatically becomes the LCM. Now plus of minus, so that becomes minus. So tan of 3A divided by tan of 3A minus tan A. Now plus of minus minus, the term itself becomes negative. So tan A divided by tan of 3A minus tan A. Tan of 3A minus tan A. Now you observe that both the terms on the left hand side, they are having a common denominator. Automatically that itself becomes the LCM. So the left hand side would be equal to, write the LCM. It is tan of 3A minus tan of A. Tan of A. Now, because the denominator itself is the LCM, write the numerator terms as they are. Tan 3A minus tan A. Now, the numerator, denominator, they are equal to each other. Hence, the result, when you cancel one, which is nothing but the right hand side. Always remember this fact. Whenever you are proving a certain result, and if the right hand side is 1, in that case now you see that you have a common denominator, and also the numerator denominator should be equal to each other. Automatically we will be getting the right hand side to be equal to 1. So this is the procedure we adopt. Now another problem on the multiple angle. Here we are going to prove this result. Prove that tan of 2 theta minus tan of theta should be equal to tan of theta into secant of 2 theta. Tan 2 theta minus tan theta should be equal to tan theta into secant of 2 theta. Now, how can you start this one? See, look at the right hand side. The right hand side we are having a product of tan and secant. Tan theta means it is sin theta by cos theta. So that gives us a hint that we have to somehow try to get sin theta by cos theta here. The other thing is secant 2 theta, and secant is the reciprocal of cosine theta or cos theta. So if you could get 1 by cos of 2 theta, you can write it as secant of 2 theta. Now, first let me start with the left hand side. Now tan 2 theta, you know that tan theta is sin theta by cos theta. Let me write it like this. Sin 2 theta by cos of 2 theta. Okay, minus tan theta. Using the same information, it is sin theta by cos theta. So the difference is it's a multiple angle, it's one single angle. So it is sin 2 theta by cos 2 theta minus sin theta by cos theta. Now what did you get here? We got the difference of two fractions. What is the procedure? You have to take the LCM. LCM means we are having two different denominators. So the product of the denominator becomes the LCM. Product of the denominators will become the LCM. So cos of 2 theta into cos theta. Now what's the procedure? Divide the LCM by the denominator. I have divided. What is remaining? Cos theta. Multiply it with the corresponding numerator. So it becomes sin of 2 theta into cos theta minus same procedure. When you divide by this one, cos theta cancels, cos of 2 theta remains, multiply by the with the corresponding numerator. It is cos of 2 theta into sin theta. Okay. See, first we have used the not reciprocality, the information that tan theta is sin theta by cos theta. First step. Then it's a high school algebra, that is taking the LCM and adding or subtracting. So I've taken the LCM here. Now look at the numerator. It resembles a standard problem, standard formula which I have learnt in the previous topic. See, the first topic of this chapter was compound angle. The second, we have come to multiple angles. In the compound angle formula, sin of A minus B, you have learnt about that one, sin A into cos B minus cos A into sin B. Here only the angles are different. A means 2 theta, B means theta. So it is sin A into cos B minus cos A into sin B. So we can write it as sin of A minus B. A minus B means 2 theta minus 1 theta divided by cos of 2 theta into cos theta. So we have written tan theta as sin theta by cos theta. We have taken the LCM and subtracted the second ratio from the first ratio. For the numerator, which resembles the standard compound angle formula, we have made use of that one, sin of A minus B formula. 2 theta minus 1 theta becomes 1 theta divided by cos of 2 theta into cos theta. Now, only the rearrangement of the terms we get the required answer. Write it as 1 by cos of 2 theta here into these sin and cos, I am writing them together. Why I am writing is, I want this particular answer on the right hand side. What's the right hand side? It should be tan theta into secant of 2 theta. So what is tan theta equal to? Here only I have written sin theta by cos theta. So I am writing in that form. So sin theta by cos theta can be written as tan theta. And what is 1 by cos theta? It's the reciprocal of secant theta, hence I can write it as secant of 2 theta. Now this is the right hand side. Of course, we have got tan theta into secant 2 theta, that if you want in the same form also, we can write tan theta into secant of 2 theta, because A into B will be same as B into A, what we call as the commutative property. Now this is the procedure we adopt to get the right hand side. So each problem we are using different information. See, in one problem we made use of the allied angle rule and the reciprocality. Now in the another problem we made use of the reciprocality and the multiple angle formula and basic addition or subtraction of the fractions. In this one, first we wrote tan theta as sin theta by cos theta. We took the LCM. We made use of the compound angle formula and we made use of the fact that tan theta is sin theta by cos theta and the reciprocality of the ratio, and finally we arrived at the result. So when you work out a problem, any problem on trigonometry, in one problem we will be using so much of information. You should be familiar from the basic concept, that is the definition of the trigonometric ratio, the identities, the allied angles, or sometimes the standard values also we should be knowing. Then only we can work out the problems. Now one more problem. If tan A is 1 by 3 and tan B is 1 by 7, then prove that 2A plus B is equal to 45 degrees. Or the same problem can also be given as prove that tan of 2A plus B equal to 1, because you know that tan 45 is a standard value, tan 45 is equal to 1. So either the problem could be asked that prove that tan of 2A plus B equal to 1, or show that or prove that 2A plus B, the angle 2A plus B equal to 45 degrees. Both ways the problem is given. So you should be familiar with the both ways of asking the same question. Now, see here the angle has been given as 2a plus b, and only we have been given the tan ratio. That gives us an idea that we have to try to get tan of 2a plus b. Tan of 2a plus b means tan of 2a. So, the multiple angle comes into picture here. And tan of 2a plus b means it is of the form tan of a plus b. So, the compound angle formula also comes into picture. So, in this one, to get the required result, we have to use the compound angle formula tan of a plus b and the multiple angle formula tan of 2a. Now, start with the data that is given. What is given? Tan of a is equal to 1 by 3. Tan of a is equal to 1 by 3. Then you write, we know that tan of 2a is equal to, what is the formula? 2 tan a divided by 1 minus tan square a. So, we have learnt in the multiple angle formula tan of 2a, sin of 2a, cos of 2a and tan of 2a. Now, tan of a value has been given. Let me write that one. It is 2 into 1 by 3 divided by, if you want you can write a bracket, divided by 1 minus 1 by 3 the whole square. Now look here, 2 into 1 by 3 means it is 2 by 3, write a lengthy line here, 1 means 1 by 1 minus 1 by 3 whole square means 1 by 9. So keep the numerator as it is, take the LCM for the denominator, that is 2 by 3 divided by 9 is the LCM. 1 9s are 9 1s are, 9 1s are 1 1s are. Now you can write it as 2 by 3 divided by 9 minus 1 is 8. See, we are dividing a fraction by another fraction. This 9 being the denominator of the denominator goes to the numerator, or the teacher might have told you to write in the reverse order. That means that 2 by 3 into 9 by 8. 9 goes to the numerator. Now you can cancel 2 1s are 2 4s are, 3 1s are 3 3s are. Hence the value is 3 by 4. So we started with one part of the data. We have not taken both of them. Therefore, we got the value to be tan of 2a is 3 by 4. So using the multiple angle formula tan of 2a, because tan of a was given to us, we got the value to be tan of 2a to be 3 by 4. Now consider tan of 2a plus b. Why I am taking tan of 2a plus b is, in the problem it has been asked to show that the angle 2a plus b is equal to 45 degrees. I could have taken any ratio, but in this problem only tan has been given to us. Therefore, and we already calculated the value of tan of 2a, that is why I have taken the tan ratio. Depending upon the data, we have to take a particular formula. Now I am using here I made use of the multiple angle formula, I am making use of the compound angle formula. So this is tan of a plus b formula, tan of a plus tan of b, that is tan of 2a plus tan of b divided by 1 minus tan a into tan b. Tan a means tan of 2a into tan of b. So, after making use of the multiple angle formula, I am using the compound angle formula. Look, both the values on the right hand side have been given. One was given, one we have calculated. This is 3 by 4, the other one 1 by 7. This we calculated, this has been given to us. Whole thing divided by 1 minus 3 by 4 into 1 by 7. Or you can write it as, it is 3 by 4 plus 1 by 7, 1 I am writing 1 by 1 minus 3 divided by 28. 7 4s are 28. Now look at the numerator. It is the sum of the two fractions. Denominator, difference of the two fractions. What is the procedure? We have to take the LCM. For the numerator, the LCM being 28, 4 7s are 7 3s are 21. 7 4s are 4 1s are 4. Similarly, 28 here, 1 28s are 28 ones are 28 ones are 1 threes. First you cancel this because they are equal. Numerator 21 plus 4, it is 25. 28 minus 3, that is 25. So a number divided by itself is equal to 1. So we got tan of 2a plus b is equal to 1. Sometimes the same problem, they ask you show that tan of 2a plus b equal to 1. Then you can stop at this stage. But in this problem, one more step they have asked, show that 2a plus b equal to 45 degrees. That is, you write now, that is tan of 2a plus b is equal to 1. That implies that the angle 2a plus b is equal to 45 degrees. You give the reason. Since we know that tan of 45 is equal to 1. Okay, so this is how we have to solve. If it's asked that show that tan of 2a plus b is 1, you stop there. If you are asked to show that the angle is 45 degrees, then tan of 2a plus b equal to 1 implies that angle is 45. The reason is we know that tan of 45 is equal to 1. Now, these are the problems we could work out in this particular topic, not a chapter, it's a part of the chapter, multiple angles. So we have learnt in this one the compound angle formula and problems on that one, and we have derived the multiple angle formula and we have worked out the problem. One more topic is there which is called as transformation formulae, which I am taking up in the next session. First I derive the transformation formulae and then we are going to work out some problems connected with that one. Thank you.